สวัสดีค่ะ Good morning. Welcome to Morning Thailand with Tulip Nak Sampop.
And I want to on Kurahong.
And today we will start with the very good news. As we told you yesterday, that Their Majesty, the King and the Queen, will move from Sirat Hospital to the palace in Hua Hin, Prachuap Khiri Khan province. So yesterday afternoon, it's scheduled to start at 4 p.m.
Okay.
So about 4:30, Their Majesty moved down from the 16th floor of Sirat Hospital and get in the motorcade and travel to Prachuap Khiri Khan. Along the way, we see people waiting along the way with the flags and pictures of Their Majesty. Some people reported have been waiting alongside the road or some part of the Sirat Hospital since before sunrise yesterday, since before we start the show yesterday, just to make sure they get really good spot to see Their Majesty up close. And it's such a big deal for Thai people because it's not that often that we see both majesties travel together actually. So this is the first time in almost 4 years that Their Majesty have moved out from Sirat Hospital altogether. The motorcade went along Barom Rajachonani Road, Kanchana Pisek Road, Rama 2, Phet Kasem, which passed Bangkok, Samut Sakhon, Samut Songkhram, Phet Buri, and Prachuap Khiri Khan. And along the way, every corner, every spot, there are always people waving flag and show Their Majesty pictures, just to show their support and always say long live the queen, long live the king, long live the queen. So it's a very
Big deal.
big deal. Could I use the word heartwarming?
Yes, you
It's
could.
lots of people shouting with tears, just feel overwhelmed by what they see.
Right. Well,
So one of those joy moments for Thai people.
right. And don't forget, we haven't seen this for a long while due to
Yes.
the fact that obviously His Majesty, the King, Their Majesty, excuse me, King and Queen haven't be able to get out of the hospital
Yeah.
due to the health problem, and we were really concerned in terms of whether or not they would be well enough. And I think you said that yesterday was 4 years.
Almost 4 years. Will be 4 years in September, I believe. And the doctor that head the medical team came out in press conference yesterday and said that both the Majesty is actually able to walk around fine, like normal, but we always see them in the one of those cart wheel.
Oh, the wheelchair.
The wheelchair, because the doctor said it's for best interest, just for making sure they don't, walk excessively in public, so they're gonna be exhausted. And they said in general, both Majesty health are really in good condition considering the age. So it's normal that need constant care from the medical team.
Right.
So yeah, the Prachuap Khiri Khan has prepared the special doctor, the medical team, to make sure if anything they worry or anything happen, they can just attend to the care. And they said there's nothing to be worried about. They just be precautious.
All right. Okay, good news indeed. And I know yesterday my parents' friends got a chance to be there as well to witness this particular event, and she said that Their Majesties were pretty much helping each other and holding hands and
That's
whispering.
nice.
Yeah, so a lot of people were really touched by it because it has been such a long time that we
Yeah.
haven't seen them together.
Yes.
And nice and well. So a good cheerful news to start the day, most
True.
definitely. I have another interesting news. I would not
Interesting.
say cheerful, but it's funny enough to
It's
actually.
not like bad, but
Yeah, it's
give-
not
it's
a
just like,
horrible.
what?
Yeah, it's almost like the monk wants to perhaps
Let's say
joining.
this particular person have the love for uniform.
Yeah. And he happened to be the monk, right? So he just, with the robe, apart from the robe as a uniform, I guess he's into the whole Halloween costume as well.
Right.
Apparently, there has been a report yesterday at about 2 o'clock saying that some of the undercover police were able to arrest a man dressed as police colonel.
Right.
So it's interesting because obviously the undercover police said that they were suspicious looking at the uniform and such, and the thing is, he put on such a high rank like police colonel. So of course these undercovers cop yesterday, this is at Cha Cheung Sao, actually excuse me, is in Bangkok, right here in Bangkok, that they arrested this particular monk. Now his name is Phra Maha. He's a PhD actually. They say Dr. Phra Maha Chai Sayam Panya Khamo. Now he's the abbot of Khao Sathorn temple in Cha Cheung Sao province, so not that far from Bangkok. Now his name right now, so obviously is Chai Sayam Seri Mat. Now he had this particular uniform on and has a name tag saying Meti Seri Mat. So I guess he has a lot of names to go by. Now they say that they were able to arrest him at Klong Luang gas station around the area, and they said that when they asked him, where would he like to go, because obviously the undercover cops thought that was odd, and he finally confessed that I'm an abbot, I'm not a police colonel. So this is what these are the excuses he said. Right. He said that because he doesn't have anyone to actually drive him around.
What?
Yeah, so he has to drive himself around, and he said that this is not the first time that he has done it. Obviously, when he has to go somewhere to, run errands, I guess, he would actually, put on this uniform instead of a robe. Because obviously, I guess it's more obvious if you put on the monk robe and start driving. But I thought it was odd because, you could have get away with just wearing civilians' clothes, really.
Right.
You can just put on jeans and t-shirt, and this probably would not happen because he didn't actually break any law. The only law he broke was that he did not wear the uniform properly.
That he portrayed himself as the police officer.
Yeah. Better yet, the colonel. So, if it was too high of a rank, and the thing is, he didn't wear it properly. If he studied a little bit more on how to put this particular uniform on,
right,
I don't think he's going to get caught.
But seriously, if, to drive around is the reason, he doesn't even
Yeah, so it was thought. It was thought, right? Excuse me, it was odd. That's more definitely, but yeah, I thought it was like a funniest.
I wonder if a monk actually wear a monk robe driving around, would that be inappropriate?
It would be inappropriate, yes.
But this is even worse than wearing a monk robe
and the thing is, like, you don't really see you wear this particular hat with this particular uniform, like it and that's why the undercover police just kind of like,
oh, and he has iPhone
that's
too.
Odd. Well, of course, hey, if he has a uniform, I'm pretty sure he can get a hold of anything.
It just make me wonder what's the reason to get him into ordained as a monk since the first place. And
I don't know.
Is it because he has become an abbot, so now it's too late to get out of monkhood?
Yeah, apparently I think he likes it. He would like to be a police.
It's not a career, people.
Yeah, well, if you
being a monk, it's not a career. Anyway,
well, some monks did pretty well.
Yes, a monk make it a very wealthy,
dear,
glorious career. It's not a career. Being a monk is anyway.
yes, it's not a career. We get that. All right, let's move on. I don't think we have a monk.
Move on to another monk news. This is obviously still wearing monk robe.
Oh my
and
goodness.
Not trying to portray.
I just realized my hair today.
As
you okay?
And not portray himself as anyone else.
Okay.
So it happened because there was this one video clip viral that showed that he was. There's this, in the temple, you see enough the stray dogs all over the places. It's one thing that you expect in Thailand when you walk into the temple. You see stray dogs or temple dogs,
right,
whatever it is, all these mutts. But this particular clip showing the monk throw the dog to the staircase rack.
Oh, like against the
Against the staircase rack.
It's actually a clip, but we decided not to show it because
I guess if it's the moving image, it will look too scary. But anyway, that's just to give you enough idea how bad it is. Just grab the leg of the dog and just throw it against the staircase rack. Anyway, lots of people think that the dog has died, but it actually is still alive. That's what the local people said, that they see this particular dog still walking around, but not in the temple anymore. So the police able to find this monk and do some investigation. The monk said that there's probably some other monk that doesn't like him personally, took this particular video clip to blackmail him.
Well, if he doesn't do it, I don't think that's a problem.
And his problem was this dog just poop inside the on his seating, on the abbot seating, and make the temple dirty, and also bit off some belongings of the monk. So basically just really upset him. So that's why he did that to the dog. But because the dog's still alive, the monk didn't get disrobed. If the dog, yes, that's it. Because that's
the only reason.
You know, every province will have the monk committee, but because the dog's still alive, this monk is not really considered as violated one of those commandments that so it shall not kill or whatever.
Well, yeah,
because the dog is not die, still alive. Sorry, the dog's still alive. Anyway, but in legal matter, he got fined 1,000 baht, which is the maximum that the police or official can do in terms of animal abuse. This is when I think it's kind of wrong.
Too lenient.
Yes, and the law and the rules and the penalty of animal abuse in Thailand is too soft.
It is too lenient. Way
1,000 baht is already a maximum.
That's a maximum.
And yes, and the dog almost died.
I think if you assault...
And even the dog died, I think it won't be any more than 1,000 baht.
If you assault someone, you have to pay like 500 baht fine. Like that's not even...
That not even make people think whether they want to punch somebody because it's only 500 baht.
Yeah.
I mean...
It is sad. All right. Another sad news. Sorry, Kuntulip. I'm going to steal that from you. Very quickly here. All right, another interesting news. After I'm stealing her news here, there has been a report, just to bring the volume down a little bit here, once again, of violence in the south. Now, I have yesterday, Kun Tulip reported about the violence in the south that we thought that might have gotten better, but obviously it hasn't. So at this point, there has been a report yesterday saying that there has been an ambush as well as explosion of all the police down south, all the military down south, patrol police in particular. Now we have talked about the Ramadan month, that we were hoping that it would be a little bit better than what we have seen right now, and this is in Yala province. Once again, yesterday was Yala province too. Now, two of the officers passed away due to this particular incident. They say that they have seen a big hole of that impact from the explosion, and that's the car that they were in. At this point, they say that the bomb was detonated with the remote control from elsewhere. So they were pretty much waiting for all these patrol police to be in the area before they ignite this particular bomb. Now they say that the sad part is it was supposed to be the patrol police that were guarding the teachers as well. So it's one of those incidents, and it wasn't the only one. There was explosion in Pattani province as well, and we have heard report of early in the morning once again in Yala province. So I think that due to the fact that we have heard so many other news that has been occupying the front pages.
Yes.
The fact that there's still violence down south, it just kind of, everybody just I don't want to say forgot about it, but it just get a lot less attention. And the fact that we had peace talk and we were hoping for something peaceful, it just showing you that it's still ongoing, and it's almost like one of those things that is not gonna go away that very easy.
I was listening to the news radio yesterday. Actually, we feel like it's a lot, but this is actually, they said 30% less incidents happened than last year's Ramadan.
Yeah, and that's another sad part too, that we actually think that it's a lot better. You know what I mean? Even though, in fact, that we are hoping for nothing at all.
And this is like during the last 10 days of Ramadan, which everyone anticipated there will be increasingly more violence incidents, because the radicals still believe this last 10 days is the most crucial days that, to perform all this violence.
So let's take a short break.
Yes, and we'll come back.
Briefing.
We'll come back with the drug trade news and all that stuff. Don't go anywhere.